Rated F for fucking awesome.
Here you go, guys. It's here. It's finally here. The Final Fantasy PSP. Alright guys, it's Timothy Tim, and let me give you a tour of the Final Fantasy PSP. This one's got 128 gigs, and I gotta say, I'm happy with it. Check it out. Now, it is a silver PSP with, oh my gosh, look at that screen. Screen protector already installed. And let me show you the back. A silver PSP with Cecil on the back as a knight and as a paladin. And I went with something different. These are silver decals on a silver PSP. And I just think it came out great. I did something with the decals to give them the same kind of cut and shape as the same form factor of the PSP. I gotta tell you, it took several tries to get decals and stuff put on here properly to make it look like they belong on a PSP. And I think it gives this look of like etched stone. And I'm just really happy with how it came out. And I got something else that I'm doing with it. Let me show you. Is a custom grip. And these grips start out black. And what I did was I painted this one white. And then also I cut some felt. So this is some white adhesive felt that I put on here to just help the PSP like protect those decals, and added a little bit of felt here just because there was some contact that I wasn't too happy with, and so just thinking about the future, this hand grip I custom painted, and it came out really nicely. And let me here, I'll go ahead and drop the PSP in it. And look at that. Oh man. With the grip. Look at the screen. I'm really happy with the condition that this PSP is in. I'm going to just take you through a brief tour of this PSP. Before I do that, I just want to say that this is something that I have wanted to do for a very long time. I did the Final Fantasy PSP Go, and although that was a fun project, there's just not a whole lot you can do with customization on the PSP Go. And so I'm just happy with how this one came out. Celebrating, what did it start back in 1987? 32 years almost of Final Fantasy. And this handheld isn't just a tribute to all those Final Fantasy games, but the whole RPG genre that that Final Fantasy helped to kind of bring to us today with releases like Final Fantasy 15, which I have not yet been able to play, although I refuse to play it on my cell phone. Isn't that the one that came out on the cell phone? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just so happy to be able to do a PSP that's kind of a tribute and a dedication to the whole RPG genre. This is 128 gigs of RPG stuff. Games loaded to the hilt. Shing! Let's check it out. I'm going to turn the lights down. I am not going to take you through the whole 128 gig list of games because it's too many. It is too many. It's too many. It's crazy. All right, let me turn the lights down and let you guys get just a look at the menu and stuff, and just get a feel for the time and effort that I put into this PSP. All right, here we go. Let's get her booted back up. Here she is. Let's turn the screen brightness down a little bit. And let's head on in. Custom wallpaper here. I'll give you a better look at that. Oh, this is actually a little demo display wallpaper that I put on there just because I thought I just thought it looked really cool. And you see it says Final Fantasy Custom PSP there. And also, when it comes to my PSPs, you usually get like a lot of the backgrounds and wallpapers that I've used in the past. So here's the main menu wallpaper. I went ahead and created this darkened kind of bar to give some of the text like a little home, as you can see how that lines up. And it is 128 gigs with just a little bit of room to spare. So quickly, I'm just going to breeze through these games lists. Everybody gets all this old school stuff. It's all the same. No, Nintendo 64 isn't working any better. I get a lot of people asking. And then I also get a lot of people telling me, I don't care about Atari. You're hurting my feelings when you do that. But it doesn't make a difference. Removing that stuff, just amazingly, the entire library hardly takes up any space at all. So here we go, all the stuff. Some people say, I don't care about the Magnafox Odyssey. You fucking should. Well, guess what? I'm leaving it on there because I think it takes like 10 megabytes. The whole library. I just want to say again, look at the quality of the screen. I don't know, maybe it just pops because of the blue color of the wallpaper and the white PSP and the silver buttons. I feel like it came out really nicely. Oh my gosh. And then here we go with PS1 stuff. We've got Breath of Fire, Final Fantasy Chronicles 731 compilation, tactics, all games patched and everything. Oh, we got a corrupt data here. Oh, I know what that is. No, that is... Look, I'm going to take this opportunity to show you guys something. That's actually not a game. It's a folder I left in there for maintenance purposes. So it's actually empty. It's an empty folder. And what we can do, and if there's games on any of my PSPs that you want to go through and get rid of because you want to add your own, you can go ahead and delete that game. And now it's gone, and that'll free up some space. Now that particular folder did not have anything in it, so we did not free up any space. But in the future, if that's something that you would want to do, that's totally possible. So we got all the Mega Man games and stuff. We got the standards like Resident Evil. All the stuff's in there. The little game launch. I used certain system loaders and boot loaders just to kind of give you a feel for, well, actually I use those bootloaders because it's important to try different things when you're trying to get different games to work, because they don't always work. So here, yeah, actually let me exit back out to the main menu. I did not mean to X, I meant to 0. What did I pick? I don't even know what I picked here. Let's see, what is it? Okay. Oh, Legend of the Dragoon. That's a fun game, and it's a good RPG. No, I can't play. I can't play right now. I almost hit start. Come on, bro, you're making a video. And it's like a 3-disc set. All discs working, thank you very much. All right, now here we go, coming back into the main menu. More PlayStation games. Now you might notice something a little different in with 128 gig PSP versus some of my other ones like 64 gig and stuff. When I go to open these folders, you'll notice the load time. And that all has to do with how many games are in each particular folder. And my folder system allows you to be able to divide that up, where a lot of people, like people on eBay and stuff, will dump everything all into one folder. So this is all the minis. You've seen those before. And here's the first folder of PSP games. This is pretty jam-packed with PSP games. A lot to play and a lot to have fun with. God, just hours and hours of entertainment and fun playing all the RPG stuff that this PSP is loaded with. And you know, I would say that 128 gigs is overkill when it comes to the PSPs, but RPGs are one of those game genres that take up a lot of room. So, you know, if you're gonna do a PSP with 128 gigs, I definitely recommend doing an RPG setup, because you can fit those massive games on here and then have room for some other stuff. Now, I think most of the RPGs for PSP games are actually located in the third PSP folder. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is the folder. I can tell by how long it's taken to load up. Oh, Star Ocean. Brave story. And then I threw in stuff like Ultimate Alliance and Ratchet and Clank. Persona. And it's also got a lot of really cool Sega CD games. I was able to double up on Sega CD, which is a fun thing that I'm able to do because of the 128 gigs. Oh my god. He's going to have so much fun with this. And, oh, yeah, there we go. We're like, hey, where's the, you know, where's all the Final Fantasy stuff? Here's Tactics. And there it is. That's what it's all about. And the list goes on. It really does. Lights? Guys? I'm going to stop right there. It was a struggle to get a lot of these games to work properly, and I'm glad that everything is done, and then I can send her on its way. I'm always nervous every time I let another PSP go. You know what I mean. Mail another PSP. But if you want to take a chance on me, shoot me an email at timothytimpc@yahoo.com. Float away. Or visit me at the Facebook page. Wink. Thwack. Ha. Timothy Tim PSP on Facebook. Guys, thanks for checking out another video. Hit me up if you're interested. If you've already sent me an email and you think I'm a dick because I haven't replied, well, I might be a dick, but I'm not a dick for that reason. I'm fortunately getting a lot of email at the moment, which I'm happy to get. But although I'm sadly not doing PSPs full time, so I'm limited in time, and I want to make sure if I'm working on a project that I focus it and I try to give it time so everything comes out working properly and ready for whatever you want to throw at it. So with that being said, you know what's next? Game on!
Game on!
Yeah, game on!